Okay. I'm gonna just try to rework a couple of them and see maybe, hey, we'll do some different varieties of voices maybe, or maybe personalities will come through in my communications. Either way, I'm going to try to make it as harmonic and rhythmic and flow as best as possible. So where we ended up last time on this reworking is, this is the rework. This is because originally the one was without audio and it was pretty sad, but we can see if we can do something even better. So here we go. We'll try to keep doing it better every time, maybe. What if that's the thing we do here? And so we were starting out with, you know, we're in awe. How has our buddy Griff got all this? You know, this seemingly powerful individual. And he sends the servant girl. And the servant girl in to help you into the room. Entering, I smell a scent that rushes over my spine. A twist in the olfactory bulb, and an heightened sense of arousal titillates as she begins to undress me, and begins to enjoy me. Over and over. The scent was intoxicating. My mind began to float adrift. Images flashing in front of my eyes as I began to peek. She began to insert my phallus inside her warm, tender flesh. A flower opening, our bodies moving in unison. I felt myself about ready to explode, like a pressure vessel that needs to be released. As throbbing continued, the motion of our bodies stirred to a boiling, like a volcanic eruption spewing inside her. Soft skin, sliding in frictionless movement as she began to walk away. I started to say, hey, wait, where are you going? But the words would not come out. Like my brain lost all control of its motor skills. It was too late. She was gone. I lie in the bed, staring into clouds, thinking, was that an experiment? Was I a guinea pig in a weird mad scientist tale? These thoughts, they kept whirling around in my head, unending, when all of a sudden a release of gas jets from the wall. In a moment I feel paralyzed, my mind unable to function, but my body... No, I'm sorry. My mind able to function, but my body unable to move. Then from the corner of my eye I see people in white. Were they angels? Was this a struggle between heaven and hell? A blinding light on their head as they began to talk this gibberish. At least to my ears, the patient is sedated. Began the probe. Oh, slow down here. It's got a just kind of pretty intense part here. Let me rewind it here. I feel paralyzed. My mind is able to function, but my body unable to move. Then from the corner of my eye, I see people in white. Were they angels? Was this a struggle between heaven and hell? A blinding light on their head. As they began to talk this gibberish, at least to my ears, the patient is sedated. Begin the probe. A mechanical device projects out from the ceiling. It engulfs my body in a passing-like motion. The colors in the room begin to change its hue, red to purple to green to orange. The room begins to swirl in a G-force-like state. And nausea comes over me. A shot of some superfluid injected into the vein. A moment. That time just ceases to explain what the body is feeling. A rise and fall of emotion bubbling over the skin. a stimulus unknown as the body is blown into a new dimension, a point and a position, a vector unfolding color as the change begins to morphosize an acid-like mixture, creating an electrolyte union of neural movements, an enhanced awareness, the split of the apple tree, uprooted and free. Now think of the possibility. These thoughts meandering incessantly, pulsating in the cauldron of fire and heat, the tongue swirling in a tornado rhythm. Has the wall space in the head freeze? All the thoughts of life and death, the mortal sheath unveiled, the cleansing moment when all is known. A moment of rebirth. So this is, just parts and pieces of my mind and my story. And I'm going to make another re-edit video and see what happens with this one.